Let's take a look at the storyboard Arthur and Jenny by Lacey Morgan. First frame, overhead view of a peaceful park and bench. A car passes by and a bird flies across the screen. We can see a man sitting below. So, a bird's eye view it opens up with, because this story involves the use of birds in this little love story. Technically, she's using the template required and she's numbering the shots. Okay, shot 2. Arthur is sitting on a park bench looking at his watch. He seems to be waiting for something. Middle shot, very appealing shot of a character, and it gives us a good clue as to what's going to happen next because it says bus loading area. Notice she's typed the panels in bold black on the right side, and the drawings are dark outlines with good contrast. Frame 3, shot 3, a large bus comes in from the right. Notice we see the arrows showing the movement. It stops for a moment and then continues off to the left. So we get an excellent view of the movement. Again, the frames are numbered so we can follow what's going on. Shot 4, now we can see a pretty young woman sitting on the bench. She holds a red book. Arthur is suddenly frozen, looks nervous. He glances to his right to look at her, moving only in his eyes. So this is a middle shot again, purposefully to see his eye movement and her. But then we cut right away to shot 5 with a very compelling frame filled in close-up with Arthur's glasses and his expression. Cut to close-up on Arthur's face. He's sweating and looking over at the girl, Jenny. That's shot 5. There's a crossfade. Shot 6 from his point of view. Again, pink smoke in the shape of a heart appears around Jenny's head. Her hair blows in the breeze. She tucks a strand behind her ear. So the point of view is moving with the emotions of the story. This is why this is so well done. Shot 7, the camera pulls back over the shoulder as pink haze fades away to reality. We can see that Arthur is staring at Jenny, takes a deep breath. So the over the shoulder comes into play so that we see his point of view and see what he thinks of the girl. Again, the bird's eye view. In shot 8, notice how the frame is filled all the way left to right, bottom, with a kind of a target thing from the bird. Looking down, overhead shot. Arthur clears his throat and turns towards Jenny to speak. And we see a bullseye flash over Arthur's head as a bird flies over and poops right on him. Shot 9, middle 2 shot. Again, moving with emotion. The birds circle back down over Jenny and she looks at them and smiles. Arthur is horrified and in shock. Look at his expressions. Perfect. Jenny keeps reading. Shot 10, zoom into Arthur as he quickly leans to his right, grabs his hat, and shoves it into his head. He turns back to Jenny again in 11 and 12, and we see she's no longer there. There's Arthur as he leans towards Jenny, but instead there's a dog, a drooling dog. There's a pan in that particular case, so it reveals his emotion and what he's experiencing. Shot 13, the dog gives Arthur a big slobbery kiss, and what do we see? A nice close-up, very appealing dog. Shot 14, zoom out to show the park bench where we now see that Jenny's gone. And now there is a dog on the bench. His owner is holding his leash off to the right, and Arthur wipes his cheek with his sleeve. Appropriate middle shot, revealing the owner holding the dog's lead. Shot 15, Arthur frantically leads forward and looks for the girl, but she's gone, and the dog happily stares at Arthur. Again, the 2 shots appropriate with the movement and camera movement. 16, Arthur slumps dejectedly, his head in his hands. The dog leans closer. Shot 17, Arthur looks very sad. The dog crouches and whines. And we see a nice close-up there, point of view, looking into the dog's face. 18, the dog gives Arthur a timid lick, and Arthur gives a small smile. That's a 2 shot with the dog on the lead. 19, here comes the bird. Set it up from the previous frames. Bird sweeps overhead. The dog jumps for it, barks, and flies off screen. The dog jumps off the bench, barking and pulling the owner away. Shot 20, now that the dog is gone, Arthur notices a red book sitting on the bench, which the dog had been covering up. So here's the big reveal. 21 in the middle shot. Arthur slowly picks up the book and stares at it in awe. Cut to close-up of the book. Again, very appropriate. The cover reads, A Love Story. Author opens the cover and looks at the first page. Big reveal. Zoom into top right corner of the book page. We see a name and address. Pan down on 14. I've been coming to this park to read every Wednesday in the hopes that you'd finally get brave enough to talk to me. What's taking so long? I'm free tomorrow at 6. Pick me up if you find your voice. Make sure you wash your hair first. Jenny. Shot 25, close-up of author's face. Begins to flush, and a big grin creeps on his face. Beginning, middle, end, moving with emotion, shots, frames filled, all extremely well done.